Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another Kaspa video. Could you please Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? Appreciate that. So here we are. Hey, what's going on? Kaspa's down. I thought it was supposed to be 20 cents by now. Hey, that's okay. We're in it for the bull run. You got to stomach these price fluctuations in the crypto market overall. The crypto market is trending down today. Bitcoin's down 2.2%. So being down right now is just par for the course with Kaspa. Ethereum ETF should be coming out. No news from Casplex on their X account. So that's still KRC20s are still just in the background chugging along, waiting for that. The hash rate is looking beautiful, my friends. 342. I did see that um, Caspa Enthusiast posted this 546. You can see that that is just going up and up. Last month, you can see from 341 to 542. So it's went up 200 petahashes. Now, part of today's video's theme is make or break. At what point with Caspa's aggressive admission schedule? So looking at the next bull run according to this schedule on cas.fyi, you're looking at next time the Bitcoin has a halving, the Kaspa reward will be 200 in 2028 will be around 7 Kaspa. Now, I don't know how that works once they ramp up to 10 blocks or 100 blocks per second, since there's a max supply on Kaspa. I guess maybe the rewards just get split between more blocks. But at some point here, you should have some price appreciation with Kaspa, but you're going to need things like KRC20 to come online, other, smart contracts in order to keep the hash rate growing. Because eventually, if miners aren't making enough with the rewards, then they're going to move on to something else. They should have their rigs paid for. At that point, if the hash rate keeps growing, there's going to be new rigs, new ASICs for guys to buy to be competitive and try to be the most efficient. So it's exciting that the hash rate's growing up, and it seems like with Caspa, it's going to be one of those things where, Bitcoin has a long runway. It's still not to the point now where transactions really have to replace the rewards. Even though the rewards keep getting cut in half every 4 years, it's still a big enough chunk to make it profitable. So Kaspa, we're gonna be finding out really quick with this aggressive emission schedule, whether that's the thing about Kaspa is you're gonna know pretty quick what's going on. We know that the miners, more ASICs are coming online. The hash rate is growing like crazy. You look back at the year, and then you can see that it's really starting to go parabolic. Since October, when I was covering it, it was 50 petahashes back in October. So what's that, 7? Oh no, I mean that's like 11 times. It's grown 11 times. So it's done 11x, and I think the price will catch up with it. And then you got KIA, Kaspa Industrial Initiative, with things they're working on. So I don't know, this stuff you can see like with KRC20s that takes time. This stuff from KIA, it might just be towards the end of this bull market before something from this initiative really starts to come to fruition. So I don't know if you have a plan, you can kind of throw some numbers out, market dominances, potential market caps, if you're trying to come up with the price for exit strategy, if you're with some of your Kaspa bag for next year. But we don't know exactly how this is going to work. I just typed Kaspa in X. Musk, I guess he really wanted to promote his post right here, but about the dollar getting devalued, and that's the Zimbabwe money, I believe, right there. That's like 50 trillion, or I don't know, it's a crazy amount, 50 billion or trillion, $50 trillion bullets. Just seeing what people are saying on X. I know a lot of people are going back and forth about Cubic. I don't even care. Last bull run and in the bear market, I was constantly trying to find, what's the next 100x, 1000x, and at some point I've kind of stopped. I've still got my eyes open, but you chase the next. It's like whack-a-mole. You chase this next thing. I only have so much capital to deploy, but I think Caspa's looking pretty good. But we're gonna find out. No one truly knows what's going to happen in the future. People act like they know exactly what's going to happen, but we don't. We know that more miners are coming online and the hash rate's growing. We know there's a lot of initiatives and catalysts like tier one right on the horizon. And we know that there's things that should be generating more fees because right now, there's really no fees for Caspa. um, so that'll be something that KRC20 smart contracts, some of this other stuff, and KRC20s hopefully should be happening this summer. We should be finding out because you can see that April 9th, 40 Caspa in fees paid. So right now the miners are just getting paid in a Caspa, which the price has been stable and been growing over the last year. So, and the rewards are good enough to make it profitable for them if they're upgrading to more efficient miners. So yep, it's exciting and it'll be interesting because Caspa is not and it's not going to take 10 years to figure out whether Caspa is really going to make it, because at the point when the rewards get down far enough, if there's not enough transaction fees or the price of Caspa hasn't appreciated, and you need both of those probably, then we'll find out. And I think it's going to be good. That's why I want to keep part of my bag for the long term. I'm a small dolphin, still have FOMO. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's dolphin. The small dolphin is a good spot to be. That is, let's see, take a look. We can see that we're over 401,000 addresses. That's nice. That's slowly been climbing. Nothing crazy. And that's one thing about Caspa. It has had the big spike up and the last year, where it's really went from 3.5, 4 cents up, but it hasn't been crazy hockey stick, going up. That's not very sustainable. It pops up, comes back, builds a base, pops up. So we're looking good for whenever that next movement will be. But let's see the wallets. Yeah, I mean, there's only about 22,000 wallets that are dolphins, or I guess about 23,000, or I guess 22,000 wallets roughly, or something like that. Just um, dolphin plus, dolphin shark. There's no Aquaman anymore. Humpback, there's only 13, 234 whales, about 3,000 sharks, and about just 18,500. So about 22,000 wallets. Some people might have a couple dolphin wallets, who knows. So that's still a pretty elite category if you can get into the dolphin territory. And it wasn't that long ago. It only took $5,000 to become a dolphin. Now, you're looking at what, like $17,000 to become the bottom level of a dolphin, 170,000 to become the bottom level of a shark. And pretty soon, sometime this year, I think there's going to be another ramp up. I don't know. Ethereum's got the ETFs coming out. I'm not sure if they're trading exactly right now, but it might be like Bitcoin where it kind of goes down initially, but money will start flowing in. Plus, I don't know if Grayscale is converting their Ethereum trust into an ETF with high fees that's just going to sell out like they're doing with their Grayscale Bitcoin trust. So I think it's exciting times. We'll find out. That's why for me, depending on how some, like one of my meme coins works, I'll be trying to figure out how much profit I'm going to take in Caspa. And I do think that the market will go up, and I think it'll go back down again, and altcoins will bleed out further than Bitcoin. So, but at the same time, I like a lot of areas where Caspa is heading, and that it's proof of work. And so I'm going to be keeping a small bag for the long term, and to be exciting. So let's just see. What is Caspa and why does it have so much potential? When do students get their student loans? I predict a big pump when that happens. Okay, I guess maybe United States, probably August and September. I know on the West Coast, colleges tend to start in September. I think maybe kind of Midwest or Eastern part of the United States, maybe colleges start in August. And so people could be getting their student loans in kind of maybe middle of August to the first part, middle of September. So yeah, that could be, if you get a bunch of DGen college kids FOMOing in with their student loans, that could be something. There's a lot of big players, the rich guys that are kind of traveling around. Probably, they're going on their yachts or, going out to the Hamptons or whatever. Uh, some of those big money players, market makers. But we'll see. There's depends what Trump says. If you go into poly market, there's only about a 26% chance that he's going to say that Bitcoin is going to be a strategic reserve. You know, well, Trump's announced it's right now it's at 27% is, and so I mean this is what people bet on. They've bet about $100,000. So right now the market's saying that basically a 75% chance he's not going to say it. Who knows what he's going to say? Just because he says it doesn't mean that the price will pump that much. Some people will probably FOMO in. Maybe that'd pump it to 80,000 or something. In the end, if the United States stopped selling the Bitcoin they confiscated and moved it into the treasury and became a hodler, and they're just going to hodl and maybe buy with a little bit of their money, and China does that, and this, could start a race. Plus, you got other digital assets that they might be hodling, and who knows, maybe Kaspa can, you know, wrestle its, way up there as a proof of work blockchain with a lot of cool stuff going on. So that's all I got for today. Hash rate is looking beautiful, climbing up like crazy. The mission schedules, we're going to find out real quick with these initiatives and KRC20s, how many fees they're going to be bringing in for Kaspa miners. And, not bad to think about possible exit strategy if you're selling any portion of your bag next year. So we're going to 15.6 cents. How much do you think Cass will bleed out during the next bear market, though? You won't see these prices again. It's really tough to know. 15 point depends on how high it goes. But it could pull back 70% from whatever it goes to. So, if it gets up to $3, $5, $8, $7, $4, I don't know where it's going to go, but pulls back 70%, maybe 90%. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't bleed out as much. Maybe it got born in a bear market. This is its full first, bull market. So this next bear market will be its first real bear market because it flew under the radar. And it had basically nowhere to go but up. So it'll be interesting to see what it does. But that's why but I'm still planning on taking some profit next year. And you don't go broke taking profit, but it's also good to keep a bag long term. So those are all strategies we're going to figure out for ourselves. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.